Good morning.
We're back.
We are back 2026. Let's do it. Hi, Jenny Garcia, Russell, one of our students, Morgan, one of our new members, and a recent quick start guy visiting from Tampa virtually. Must he's somewhere else traveling. Walter, I think you're still up in Baltimore, maybe. Man,
Yeah,
we are all over the place.
I love it. We got Tony.
Yeah,
Love it. Welcome back.
yeah, buddy. Happy Thursday. Whew, I feel like I got a week-long hangover from Tuesday's event, which was awesome. We had our first meeting of the year with the panel, a lot of really, really good stuff.
It's so good. So good. Thank you guys all for that feedback. Such
Yeah,
positive feedback. It was so awesome.
Morgan, I'm right down there with you. And go Canes, big game for University of Miami
Look
today.
at Jenny repping
Yeah,
colors.
and oh shoot,
Love
I should have
it.
worn my. Oh
I
man,
know,
wait,
Nish.
I'll be
You
back. I
got
gotta change my
time. You
jersey
got
out. I'll be right
time.
back.
Go get it. You go get it. All right, guys, let's go. What is tonight? Ole Miss, K and UM. I'm so out of the loop. Awesome. Okay, I know something. Cheers to that. Amazing. All right, guys, we'll get started in just a couple minutes. Give it like one more minute for Anish to get back with his gear. There he is.
There it
Oh,
is. I got
yeah.
it. My bad. What am I
Oh, that's gonna
thinking?
be awesome. The championship in Miami. Let's go. I hope that happens.
Let's go.
It's gonna happen.
VSP National Championship. We got this.
Gonna happen.
Excited. Thanks, Jenny and Morgan, reminding me. I mean, I knew about the game. I forgot to wear the jersey. What am I thinking?
What are you thinking?
What are you thinking? All right. Alexa, is your dad checking in too to see what the heck
Yep,
we're doing?
absolutely. You already know
All
he's
right.
entrepreneur
Uh-oh.
mode. Entrepreneur mode.
Absolutely. He's like, what is my daughter really doing out there? How I hear her talking on a webinar. Good morning, Mr. Para.
Hey, Carly. Happy
Harley.
New Year.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Go ahead and get going.
Esther. All right. Yeah. Look at you guys. Awesome.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thanks for coming out. We're so happy to be back online on camera. And hopefully I didn't freeze there. I think it was just my camera. But welcome everyone. My name is Alexa. You made it to the BPM Rio webinar. That's Broward, Palm Beach, Miami-Dade Real Estate Investors Association, your only local and approved chapter here in South Florida that is partnered and in compliance with the National Real Estate Investors Association. I'm the COO. I have my CEO here, but I did want to just throw something in. Sorry, Anish, I have to, but we made a really big announcement at
Uh-oh.
our quarterly meeting on Wednesday or on Tuesday. It's typically on Wednesday, but this month it was on Tuesday. So you guys, if you did not already hear, we have some incredible news that Anish is going to be the president of the National Real Estate Investors Association for the
Let's go.
next term. So congratulations, Anish. Well
Thank you.
deserved. And it is a huge honor. It's a huge responsibility. But as I've already been communicating with a lot of our vendor partners and corporate members, this is just going to bring a lot more eyes and visibility to our local chapter here in South Florida. So just be ready for that, you guys. It's going to be an absolutely incredible couple of years, and we're just really happy to get started on 2026 on this note. And just amazing. Just so happy for Anish. Very well deserved. And we look forward to hopefully, creating our own waves in our own rhythm, maybe, hopefully, I think we can make that happen over in a national platform. So that is just a really awesome thing that happened, and we are super proud of him. So thank you guys for all that positive and amazing comments in the chat. Appreciate that. But we have an awesome webinar today. This webinar might not be real estate investing focused, but as everything mindset and entrepreneurship, it trickles into real estate investing in your business and just goes and is like a domino effect into your business and your life. And that's the whole thing that we do here at BPM Rio. We want you to have a balanced life. And also, this is something that Anish is very passionate about, this topic specifically, mastering business growth with the VSP vision, systems, people framework. So that is exactly what we're going to talk about today: vision, systems, and people, and how that's going to very much bring your business to the next level. But yes, go ahead and scan this QR code here on the screen. Book a discovery call with me. I know I have some calls booked with some of you guys on this webinar right now. I look forward to meeting with you guys one-on-one. So go ahead and scan that QR code. It'll be on the top of the screen. But to get us started on a super positive note, if you were at our Tuesday event at NSU, I did post the winner for our raffle in the private Facebook group. So if you're not in there, please get in there. And I did let everyone know that we're going to have another opportunity today to win a free membership, which is a $295 value. So go ahead and text the word membership to 954-800-6961. Look at the screen. Details are in the chat, and I will announce the winner at the very end. Someone in here will literally get a 1 year membership to BPM Rio, which is a $295 value. I'll go ahead and post the winner in the private Facebook group as well. And I'll reach out to you directly. And so good luck. I will announce the winner at the end. All right, guys, to keep up with our events, easy enough. Text BPM REIA, all one word, no spaces, to our event line. You're going to get text message updates for our events. Stay in the loop. If you are Hispanic or part of the Latin community, we have a Latin RIA event tonight. And we have two incredible workshops tomorrow, or sorry, on Saturday. So this is just a really easy and convenient way to stay in the loop and stay in touch with our events. Details are in the chat. Make sure you leave out that space in there. I need to squish that together so you guys don't get confused. But details are in the chat. BPM REIA, all one word, no spaces, and you will get those text message updates for our events coming up. 2 day boot camp, just a quick reminder. Our 2 day boot camp is online, it's live via Zoom, cameras on, microphones on. 2 full days with us. You're going to learn wholesaling, flipping, and rehabbing. We have four incredible guest speakers on this training. They're all local business owners, all people on our power team here at BPM RIA that help us get all of our deals done in our coaching program, for our mentors, for niche, people that we work with regularly. So if you want to learn how to flip, how to rehab, how to wholesale properties with us, we're even going to talk about some creative financing hacks. We're going to be talking about how to leverage AI and all that good stuff. So if you want to join us for those 2 days, please, please, please go to bpmquickstart.com. Link is in the chat. You'll see more details about those business owners that we have on the training. And the entire training is led by Anish Dave, our CEO and lead mentor. You will never get 2 full days with him unless you do the boot camp. So highly recommend you do the boot camp, unless you're on the National RIA cruise, which again, that's harder to get on than the boot camp. So, highly recommend the boot camp. Take it in the comfort of your home, but it is extremely interactive, cameras on, microphones on. And we also made sure that we put a money back guarantee for you guys on there. So, don't like wholesaling and flipping, no problem. You get your money back after the first day and get a PDF booklet to keep for life as well. So, can't beat it. Can't beat it, guys. Memberships, just another reminder, go ahead and get your 1 year membership on our website. bpmria.com, click that memberships tab, go ahead and get your membership so you can get all of those discounts to Home Depot, Office Depot, property insurance with Millennial, CAMA plans, self-directed IRA plans, Avis budget, Rent Perfect, landlord tools, all the things you need as a real estate investor. Get access to the data portal that's in there, access to the member directory. And of course, you get in free for our 4 quarterly networking meetings that we have per year. Bring your guests in at a discount and get at special access to our workshops and seminars. All right, last but very not least, coaching and mentoring here at BPM RIA. Some of you may know that we offer one-on-one coaching and mentoring. Some of you may not. And that's why I have this beautiful link and discovery call button on our website where you can book a free discovery call with me. We'll lock in 30 minutes. We'll get to know you, see what your goals are, and see if our program's a good fit. Our programs, we put up 100% of the money for our students' deals, and we split the profit 50-50. So this is very unique. Not many coaching programs, I haven't heard of any, actually putting up 100% of the money for the deals and splitting profit 50-50 while giving you your own personal mentor that you have full access to. So we know our programs are absolutely phenomenal and very unique, and we want to get that information in your hands. Get you a brochure with the breakdown of everything that's included as well as the pricing information. So go ahead and book your discovery call on our website or scan this QR code in order to do that. And just a heads up, you guys, we do have a third-party funding available. This is going to be our new company that we like to use. Anish loves them. So go ahead and scan that QR code you see on the screen if you're interested in the third-party funding for coaching, anything, like literally anything. So go ahead and scan that QR code. They'll get back to you within 24 hours, 0% interest rate, soft credit pull. And thank you guys for always giving me some time here to let you know what's going on. Thank you to our incredible vendors that showed up on Tuesday for the networking. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys for showing up to this webinar today. Actually, that is like the biggest like pat on the back. Just showing up is half of the deal. So go ahead and check out our vendor partners if you missed them for whatever reason. If you didn't make it on Tuesday, check out our vendor partners on the BPM Rio website. They're right there, link in the chat. I also plugged in our social medias. Get plugged in, you guys. Get in the private Facebook group. Get on Instagram. Get on LinkedIn. Get connected. That is like my absolute word of the year this year is connection and community. Kind of, they just go hand in hand. So I will be preaching that for the rest of this year. So if you get annoyed, sorry, that is just my word of the year. And
Awesome.
I will keep preaching it. So please be sure to put your questions in the Q&A. You'll see a Q&A button in the Zoom menu. We don't want to miss any of your incredible questions today. So go ahead and put them there. And I'm sure Nish will be chatting with you guys over in the chat box also.
1,000,000%. So thank you, Alexa. So I know a lot of you guys are entrepreneurs or you're on your way to be entrepreneurs. So it doesn't really have to be in real estate alone. And what I'm really passionate about is living a balanced life, right? So a lot of you guys have been watching me on social media. Some of you guys I've known for, gosh, I'm looking at some of these names, 20 plus years. Some of you guys are new. And so who I am, right, is my name is Anish Dave, CEO of BPM RIA. And now, as Alexa said, I am honored to be president of National RIA. That is well over 40,000 members, 120 chapters and affiliates. And my job is to serve you guys. So what we're really excited, or I'm extremely excited, is I want to make some big changes with National RIA to make it more fun, adapt to technology, and constantly make it a win-win. And one of the things that the reason they actually voted for me, which was important, was that they've been following us for years and saying, "Man, you guys are just doing different things from webinars to in-person events, Saturday events. You're doing happy hours. You're doing all sorts of stuff." And exactly what Alexa's talking about is, community. And of course, you guys already know Alexa. She's our COO. We do have some of our mentors, Denise and Lucian, Victoria and Harry, Michael and Maddie, and Taryn Ward. So we always ask, are you living your best life? Right? So for me, my wife and I, we've been married almost, gosh, 15 years. It's hard to believe it's gone that quick. And we love traveling around the world. And one of the things that people always ask me is, was it always easy like this? And the answer is no. I grew up in New Jersey, had a degree in finance. I was going to engineering school, didn't want to be an engineer, didn't want to be in the cold weather. Moved down to South Florida, got a finance degree, and lo and behold, I thought I was going to be in banking and finance forever. And then I realized bankers really don't make money unless you're like the 0.001%. It's nice title, not much money. How many guys have read Rich Dad Poor Dad? Put in the chat. And today it's going to be interactive. So the more you dive in, the more you get back today. Yeah, give me a yeah, buddy, if you've heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad. And if you haven't, where in the heck have you been, right? And if you haven't, seriously, you should pick it up and read it. And for me, I realized my dad is a poor dad. He worked at the same company for 35 or 40 plus years. As you can imagine, didn't really have much of a pension. His 401k was not so much. And I realized I was on the path of poor dad. After reading the book, I said, "Oh my gosh, I got to get on the other side." So I quit working at the bank. Actually, they fired me because I got my mortgage license. So what a blessing that was. I was scared, wasn't sure what to do, and got my mortgage license, started building a big mortgage business, created, I don't know, I think we had at one point 15 to 20 mortgage brokers working underneath me, and we were crushing it. I was up to 28 properties because I said, "Hey, I got to build some passive income." And what happened was the market crashed in 2008. So some of you guys might have been in real estate for some time. You guys know what happened in 2008. Literally, it was the Great Depression in our generation, where I went from 28 properties, millions of dollars, to losing everything. As I was losing everything, I said, I got to do something different. I was a rehabber, I was a buy and hold guy, and the cash flow numbers didn't make any sense, right? It was all about appreciation. And I didn't want to go back to my W-2 job or take a W-2 job, I should say. My parents said, "Hey, you tried it your way. I don't think this is working. Go back to a corporate job." And instead, I spent over $50,000 on a national coaching program back in, gosh, 2009. And I said, wow, wholesaling or rehabbing, rehabbing, I knew, never knew what wholesaling was. Great information. The challenge was our mentors were in Utah, so they didn't know South Florida at all. The great thing that happened, and it's so funny to look back at your story, was they said, go to your local RIA. So you got to remember, 2008, social media wasn't really that big. I've been in real estate for so many years, and I never even heard what a real estate investor association was. So I was like, man, wholesaling sounds amazing. I don't have much money. I got to build cash back. And, so I went to the BRIA meeting. That's what it was before BPM. And I said, I took my last bit of money and I did the program. And my parents thought I was crazy, right? I spent all this money and you're going to spend more money. I slept on my cousin's couch. Fast forward, I was one of the top students and I actually got to buy the company from my mentors. That was back in 2014. Fast forward again, and we changed the name from BRIA to BPM RIA about 5 years ago. And Alexa's been along for the ride the whole way through. So again, it was really wholesaling and rehabbing that really got me the business I want. And so some of the couple things that, all the other mentors, sometimes they hop in today. I guess they're a little bit busy today. And I know some of the mentors will be there Saturday at our Saturday event. They were all former students and now they become mentors too. And so one of the big things that we all realize is that we all love traveling together or traveling in general. The other things that I've been up to also, I work with the Miami Dolphins Business Combine. I am their expert on wholesale and rehabbing. I know the Miami Dolphins aren't good this year. Boo, I know that. And the good thing about Stephen Ross is he really wants to help out his football players. You heard about all the stories about the athletes. A lot of guys lose all their money or bankruptcy. And Stephen Ross, being a real estate guy, said, "Hey, I want to help these young men." and I was their expert on wholesaling and rehabbing. Fast forward, I'm also part of PAC, the professional athletic community. Some of you guys have been on our quick starts. You've noticed some of the bigger guys on the quick starts. Those are former or current. The great thing about PAC is now they're in six major sports, includes women's volleyball, baseball, rowing. So we're very excited to be that their expert on wholesaling and rehabbing and creative financing. Also at BPM Rio, we do a lot of fun stuff from happy hours to barbecues. And what, I like what Alexa was really talking about, it's about community. And for us, we want to make money, and it's about a great community. She did talk about the National Rio Cruise. This was our Alaskan cruise. I see some of the names here. I think some of you guys are going on the cruise next, gosh, it's like in 3 weeks. So which will always be fun. I will tell you in the future, you're going to want to be on a cruise. It's 7 days of learning, education, all the above. A couple other things is that I got to hang out with Grant Cardone. I was never a big Grant Cardone fan until I actually met him. I met his daughter Sabrina. Now she's 15. And what I liked was he's really passionate about helping young kids learn real estate. And so it really gave me a different look on Grant Cardone. And I love that Sabrina, his daughter, is looking to become the first trillionaire, unless Elon Musk does too. So I thought that was kind of cool. Also, I do work with, I was on a guest on Money Chat. I was their first real estate investor guest, and that's been on national. So that was pretty much fun all the way through. So, just out of curiosity, how do you guys want 2026 to be your biggest year? Give me a yeah, buddy. I want to see. Are you guys, okay, I know Alexa does. Yep. Bijal, I know you do. Carly, okay, yeah, okay. I want to make sure, right? How many of you guys realize there's some things that you definitely need to sharpen up and learn, and if you don't, it's going to cost you money. Give me a yeah, buddy. Okay, great. And how many of you ultimately understand nothing's for free and you're going to have to invest in yourself? Okay, yeah, 100%, right? So, as I mentioned in the past, I have mentors, masterminds. I think I want to say in the last 3 or 4 years, I probably invested probably close to $250,000 in myself, investing masterminds. And that's how we're able to do these things. The class I'm teaching today is actually something I got from the mastermind I'm in. And I thought it was so valuable that I wanted to teach it today also. So I do see a lot of new people on here. I'm going to play a quick video of what we are at BPM RIA, and then we'll get started.
This is one of the best programs I've been a part of. The support is outstanding.
I encourage you to join this association. Your life will be changed.
Anish and everybody that was part of the BPM RIA they were just wonderful. They got very knowledgeable. They were helpful. They were patient, kind, very good teachers, very organized. Everything was just it was a great uh, quick start seminar.
DP, Maria, Anish, and the team, they are amazing. I have been a corporate member of the DP Maria, formerly known as BRIA, for probably almost 15 years. And being part of an organization like that is just amazing when you get to see the people's lives that they're changing.
Hey, what's up? This is Avery Boss, former New York Giant, former Miami Dolphin. Recently, I got to finish up this hack event where it was a group of professional retired athletes that got together and we're trying to figure out the next chapter of our life. Just hearing them talk, going through everything, like instantly, I was inspired by the guy. It was like a light bulb clicked above my head like a cartoon. And thanks to this day, I can say furthermore, I'm going to go through this process and get into real estate, stop messing around and actually do it because I feel confident now of knowing what I want to do after meeting him and getting the base knowledge and seeing how things are.
Position. Grab the seat of the chair. The seat. There you go. It should be on the corner should you want to. All right. You go straight to the floor, not at an angle, straight up and down. The seat and straight to the floor. Touch it once. Touch it twice. Destroy that shit, dude. Touch it a third time. Explode!
And I have to say, they're an exceptional bunch of people to work with. How to use a technique, creative financing, how to get rid of liens. Don't hesitate to join, work with them. They will definitely help you get through the roughest times.
They put up all the money for the deals. They're there with you, make sure all the paperwork is right. They're not going to leave you alone on this. And yeah, I recommend this.
BPM Rio program. It's definitely changed our lives. They funded our deals.
Hey, can't go wrong with other people's money.
Exactly. You know, they funded our deals. They got us into real estate. They held our hand the whole way through, and just really, um, the most amazing thing is we literally have these guys to. It's nothing for us to pick up the phone and call in Nish and be like, hey, look, we got this deal. What do we do?
They're not going to let your deal fall through.
Oh, okay, so that gives you a good idea of who we are and what we've been up to. So, what is vision? Right? So, if you guys, except Ivan, I know you're driving. So, for the people at home, what I'm going to tell you is take out a clean sheet of paper out there because we want to work on this. And what I mean by that, right, is we got to have your mission, your values, and your purpose, right? So one of the things is this is about direction. It's not tactics. Vision is the reason most people quit because it's not strategy, right? If you don't have a vision, it's going to be confusing, right? Mission defines your individual core purpose and directs your life and decisions and daily actions. So I'm going to focus on the real estate, or you could fill in whatever business. And most people don't fill out real estate. They tried and lost money. They failed because they never really decided what they're actually building towards. Motivation, is waking up on Monday. When I tell people, what do you do on it's Thursday, and that feeling's gone, it disappears, right? Nothing exciting is happening. So when you have your vision, you should take it out and it keeps you moving onto your goals. Your emotions will actually disappear, right? You don't want that rush. I know what happens at the beginning of the year. Everyone's like, man, this is going to be the year. Well, what happens, in February, March, or April? You could talk about this, whether it comes to real estate, your health goals, all the above, right? And then when you talk about, on the mission, the question really becomes, who are you becoming while you're building this business, right? Real estate reshapes your identity and standards. You stop thinking small. Some people build real estate to quit a job, right? How many guys want to get into real estate because you want to get out of your job? Put in the chat. Why do you want to be in real estate? Okay, right? Okay, Carly, yep. Some of you guys, some of you guys might love your job. Okay, so the other end of it, some of you guys build so that their kids never have to worry about money. You want to have generational wealth. Is that you? Put in the chat, right? Okay. Some are both, and they're both valid. The key is we need to have that vision. What does it really look like? And then the second part is, yep, Esther, better quality of life. I agree with you, right? The second part is values. Values are fundamentals, beliefs, and guiding principles that shape your behavior and your personal decision making. So real estate, I know I love all the tech. I love all the AI. Trust me, I've started really getting into it more. And real estate still is a people business. How many of you guys agree with me that real estate is still a people business? Yeah, some of you guys. Okay, I get it, right? And values protect long-term success. Who you work with matters, right? So you can make money cutting corners, especially in South Florida. I am part of a group of investors. We're probably, I guess I want to say there's 80 to 100 of us on a WhatsApp group. And we know like who's doing what and who's not. So if you're doing something unethical, you're trying to steal something else, yes, will you make some money on maybe on that one or two deals? I can't even begin to tell you how many people have been blackballed. So you want to make sure that you have values. I know you want to make money. The answer is and, not or, right? So you want to do it the right way because again, you'll make some money now. It's not a long-term success. And the other thing is, I always tell people, even Bill Leon, who was one of the founders of Bria, he always says you won't sleep well if you're doing something wrong. Someone's going to be overlooking your shoulder, right? People who win long term do business with people they trust. How many of you guys agree with me? Put in the chat. So luckily where I'm at, and when I say luckily, it took a while to get there, is when I went from broke, I had to go out there and I worked with a lot of people I personally may or may not like in general, right? So I'll use that loosely. And now the biggest freedom for me personally is I get to work with people I like. So you might be a good fit, not you or whoever I'm working with, and your values don't make any sense to me, right? We don't share the same values. I'm not going to work with you because in the long run, it's going to make my life worse, right? The other thing is, when it comes to purpose, it's the motivation that drives you, right? Reflects your contribution yourself and the broader context of your life. Purpose outlasts motivation. How many guys said, "Hey, I'm going to lose, it's always January. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to lose X amount of weight. I'm going to do this," right? That's motivation. When you have a purpose, it changes everything for you too. And really think of money as a tool. It's not a goal. So think of money like, right, we're not going to eat it. I hope not. Uh, Instagram throwing a bunch of money on a as a blanket, but reality, it's a tool to live the life that you want to live. The purpose is why people still do deals, right? So how many of you guys have actually done any real estate deals? Put in the chat. A lot of times, especially your first deal, it's messy. I'm just gonna tell you, doesn't matter. My first deal, I can't even begin to tell you all the things that went wrong. I could have easily quit, right? But a lot of people do. This is too hard, right? I don't have a purpose. And so when you really have a purpose, you're gonna get through it, right? So again, this is really important on your vision. I could tell you it's probably gonna take a half a day to figure out your mission, values, and purpose. Some of you guys are gonna be like, "What? Why does it take so long? I don't really understand on why it takes so long." Right? So that's something that's really important. So if you guys have a pen and paper, right? I want you to imagine it's 3 years from now, right? 3 years, so it's January 8th, 2029, and a headline is written about your life. Take a minute or two. What would that headline be? I want you to go ahead and type it in the comments. 3 years from now. No limitations. Nothing. What's going to be the headline? Another year goes by and I got nothing done. I don't know. Some of the examples might be, let's see, local investor replaces income with real estate. Mom builds financial freedom through investing. Couples create time freedom by having cash flowing properties. Money just rolls out of the air into my pocket joyfully. Oh, I like Rafaela. New legendary entrepreneur retires. I love it. Anyone else? Give me some other headlines 3 years from now. Because the idea, Carly, and you could pick a couple, it's okay. Like the idea today is about imagining. We got to get that imagination back. Some of you guys have been with at Turning Point with me when Marshall came, gosh, I think it was October. And the reason I spent well over 6 figures with him is he got me to imagine again. Oh, young man retires his mom and moves to the mountains peacefully and continues to build. I love it. How does that feel? What does that really feel like, right? Can you imagine that in 3 years? Oh, Russell, I love it. Legendary investor builds empire. Real estate investor, entrepreneur, and mom building generational wealth. Go, Alexa. Anyone else? The other thing, remember, I told you in the beginning, the more that you do or get involved, the more you're going to get out of this. Single mom puts her foot down in her life and becomes a multimillionaire in real estate investing. Wow. I love it. Okay, so now you guys are starting to see it, right? We need that headline. So again, you can work on this. What I want you to really do is to keep this and, every morning, take a look at it. First generation Cuban American triples real estate holdings, continuing family legacy for her children. Oh, man, I love it. How many guys have actually worked on something like this, right? I know some of you guys might have done vision boards in the past. What's also really important when you're doing this vision is that you keep it and you don't put it in a drawer, physical drawer, or you put it in a folder on your computer. Ideally, take a look at it every day. It's going to keep you going, right? Yeah, Carly, absolutely. So that's always important. So one of the things is that, when we talk about vision, people, and systems, what does that mean? Right? So I'm going to give you the quick version, right? So the vision has a mission, values, and purpose. We talked about it. So imagine having great vision, right? You're the entrepreneur and you got this vision for your team. Maybe you have a great system, right? You really have built out your systems, whether using AI, your VAs, the money, marketing managers, it's almost automatic, and you have all the wrong people. So I'll give you a perfect example, right? I have a vision, and one of my visions is I always tell people I am in the transformation business via real estate, right? So that's my vision. And so imagine I had great systems and I had the wrong people. I didn't have Alexa, right? I had some other people. It's going to be chaos, right? How many of you guys could agree with me? It's going to be chaotic. Give me a yeah, buddy. So I know that you guys want it, right? Some of you guys might have done it. Like, listen, I got this vision, systems. Somehow they're all the wrong people. They don't stand for it, right? Imagine I got the right people and systems and no vision. So in our organization, from the mentors to Alexa to our three VAs, and this is the that she's probably seen in these 5 years, I wasn't really dialed into my vision. So as a team, Alexa really didn't know. She couldn't even translate it to the VAs. The mentors didn't know. It was like, are we doing this right? What are we doing? confusion all the way through, right? And Alexa, you're more than welcome to time if you want to, chime in. It's up to you. Here at BPM RIA, we don't hide anything. We're 100% transparent. So, I mean, and prior, some of you guys may know, I had a partner prior with Bria, and the challenge when Alexa started was we didn't have one combined vision. We had two owners with different visions, and feel like talking about like what that
No,
was
I
on your
mean,
side.
that's literally what this class is about today. There was one owner that took masterminds in self-development and just input very seriously, and one that did not. And that's exactly where this presentation even today comes from, is because you continue to invest in yourself and your personal development, and then you bring that back to us, and we get to learn and expand and grow in so many different ways. So it's true. It
Yeah, I
really
mean, I think
shows. It
I
shows.
think it's really funny. Even Vina, who's on board, one of our partners in the Philippines, that's helping run this webinar. I think it's really funny. Like Alexa said, they're in the Philippines. They don't know American sports that well. And she goes, our team knows that we don't really know these sports, but we know Anish loves sports. He loves the, Yankees, the Hurricanes, the Dolphins, and we make it fun, right? So that the idea for us as a company is to have both. We want to do well, we want to motivate, we want to transform lives, and we want to make it a win-win. So again, you got to have the right people. So I'm going to tell you some of the mistakes I made. How many guys, and be honest with me, right, that you hired one of your friends because they'd be great at doing this, doing whatever job that is. Oh man, you must, Lane, you're really outgoing. You should be in sales. Okay, right. So I am going to come clean. I've done that over as an entrepreneur for, gosh, 15, 20 years. I can't even tell you how many bad choices I made on people. Not their fault. As the owner, that's up to you, right? So you got to have the right people, because they're going to help you grow. They're going to help you implement, and they're going to help you design, right? So you got to have that vision. The other one that always gets me too, right, is, well, what happens? You have the great vision and great people and no systems. How did that go, Alexa? When obviously we built on a vision, we have a great team, and then we had no SOPs.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was a
and you should
headache.
probably define SOPs, standard
Yeah.
operating procedures.
Yes, which are just you got to implement those in any business, real estate, entrepreneurship, any business. You need SOPs, and just living in a house that love you, mom and dad. You just you see it, so they know exactly what they're doing, but the structure just really it helps the entire team. I'm sure my team, including Vina, my executive assistant, she really appreciates the system, the standard
Yeah,
operating
I mean, like at
procedures.
BPM Real, I mean, again, I don't mind, being 100% transparent. I was too busy trying to not build a system, right? Like really, like, oh, I'm too busy doing this, I'm too busy doing that. And
Yeah.
then from, a CEO point of view, Alexa's not a mind reader, right? So oh, I don't know why this isn't done or the way I want it. I'm going to reframe that. Like the way exactly what I want it, because there's no SOPs, right? There's no structure. And from, hey, we're doing the events, it's got to go on 14 different venues, right? Meaning we're like, it's on Facebook. Before we never had it. There was no real structure is what I'm going to say. And that's really Alexa really building all this stuff out as a team and
And you
leads them.
definitely
So
hired me because my brain doesn't think exactly the same way as you. So us together, we're able to continue growing and expanding. And that's exactly where the systems come in, is I can interpret things from Anish in a completely different way, than he might be explaining it to me. But the system is there, and I can read that and understand exactly what he's talking about. So. That helped
Yeah.
you.
So again, and if you're even a solo entrepreneur and you have one VA, you gotta have systems, right? And I mean, with all the stuff in technology out there, we use Loom, Loom, and we have like even the free account.
Mhm.
And or actually, or I don't know, we may or may not have the free account, but the free account even does 5-minute videos. So you do it once, you save it, you send it to your VA or to your team,
It's
right? And you
amazing.
just literally create a library. The other portion is, yeah, sometimes you don't know when you hire people, you won't really know. I'm going to say probably 3 to 6 months to realize if they're the right person. So what happens when they leave? Oh, now I got to sit down with them all over again versus having a library. So how many guys actually have a system in your business? Put in the chat. I'm just kind of curious. You actually have a system.
Something to be
And,
proud of.
and then I'm not talking about software either, only, right? Like I could go into your business, real estate, whatever business, and I wanted to, analyze your business. I can be like, okay, this is it. Okay. So Rafaela, I do get you're developing the concept now. And what I'm going to tell you, Marshall Silver, one of my mentors, he calls it crap 1.0. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Antonio knows he's on this webinar too. He is it's been amazing from a student to how many systems of what he's done. It's been pretty amazing to watch.
Yeah, he is dialed in right now.
Yes. So
And
again, is it going to be perfect? It's not. So again, you could adapt to it, you could fix it, and constantly we're moving stuff all the time, right?
yeah,
So what are the components of personal vision, right? There's two. How much time do I have to build this business? So put in the chat, how many hours do you have to build your business? Some of you guys are doing this full time. Some of you guys are working full time. Some of you guys might be at work right now, listening full time. Some of you guys are driving right now. So Ivan, don't write anything down. Keep your hands on the wheel, right? So how much time are you guys putting? Oh, you too, Russell. Okay, 30 hours a week, full time. Okay, some of you guys are doing this full time. That's awesome, right? And then the second part is how much money do I need to support this personal vision? So one of the biggest things that's really important that I learned, it's like amazing to me because I only worked on my business vision. I never worked on my personal vision. How many of you guys realize that, put in the chat, give me a yeah, buddy, that you realize your personal vision and business vision are combined, right? So for me, it was really amazing to see that for years and all the stuff I did, no one ever talked about my personal vision. How would I feel? I made a ton of money and I had no life. My health was terrible. I didn't get to do any fun stuff. I didn't get to spend time with my family. If you don't like your family, you could spend time with our family. I'm kidding, guys. Friends, all the above. So I see a lot of new names on here. So remember I told you I'm from Jersey? You're gonna hear some sarcasm from me. So got to put in the chat right now. What's harder right now where you're at? Is it the time or the money or both? Are you guys afraid of doing something that's uncomfortable? Time, okay, money. Got it. Okay, some of you guys. Time, right? Okay. Some of you guys are putting in everyone. Okay. Yeah, money. Okay. How many of you guys like to be uncomfortable? Go ahead, raise your hand. You can't raise your hand, but yeah, buddy, right? So the great thing about being uncomfortable, it's going to be growth. As I said, I spent a lot of money on seminars, mentorship, masterminds. One of the biggest things that I learned, right, when I was losing everything, I'm filing bankruptcy, sleeping on my cousin's couch, I was literally in a breakdown. Oh, I mean, I was in a really, really dark place to the point where, man, if I ended it, I'd probably screw that up. Like, meaning that's how I felt, right? I can't do anything right. The key is whenever you're having a breakdown, and whether you believe in God or a higher power or any of the above, or if you don't, humor me, is that there's signs always there. Past every breakdown is a breakthrough. So wherever you're at, right? If it's money, relationships, your business, like, oh my gosh, on that end of it, you're in the middle of a breakdown. It's important that guess what's following up? It's a breakthrough, right? So I think that's always important for you guys. I always tell people we all have the same amount of hours in a day, right? So it's about the right hours versus more hours. And what I mean by that is, and I'm going to kind of go over a little time block end of it too, is I've been working 40 hours on my real estate business. Well, if you've just been doing research and you haven't talked to sellers, not very good. Meaning maybe you work full time and all you do is talk to sellers for 2 or 3 hours a week. Those are the right hours, right? So it doesn't matter if you work on the weekends, nights, or vice versa. Whatever's important to you, you're going to figure it out, right? It becomes a priority. And what I mean by that is, some of you guys might have kids. Imagine you didn't have time to pick up your kids. No, you're going to figure it out, right? Or you're going to leverage it and get someone else to do it. So the question becomes, what do you dream about? Right? The second part of it is, what happens if you have $1 billion? And why are you here today? Right? So what would you dream about? So I don't know, you can put it in chat. Remember, money's no object. You're a billionaire. What would you dream about? It could be a quick sentence, put in chat. Spend more time with family. Go on that vacation. Put in the chat. I'm always kind of curious to see what you get to dream about. It's a new year. My goal is to get you dreaming again. Financial freedom. So I like that, and I'm going to call you out on this. Here's the challenge. It's too broad. So when you say financial freedom, is that 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month, 100,000 a month? It can be different. Yeah. And the key on this exercise, just so you know, I know I'm just throwing it out there. When you're working this out on yourself, what I want is to be really, really specific, attainable goals, right? What it tells me that if you're here, right, you're here to make a change. That's why you're here on the webinar, right? You could be doing a lot of other things out there. You're stuck where you're at. Or you just need something like a push. I love it, being able to work hard. Yep. Doing the things I enjoy. And again, we want to be as specific as possible, right? So again, the vision, it's going to be about mission, values, and purpose. My mission, as I said, was transforming individual lives by creating real estate investors and changing future generations. How many of you guys like that? You can borrow mine. It might not be yours, right? My values are being honest, having integrity, and having fun is a priority, and also working with like-minded people. Those are my values. And my purpose, to teach financial independence and inspire others to have everything in their life, in your life, I should say. That's my mission, values, and purpose. So guess what? When some things don't work out, and it happens if you've been to some of our webinars or in person, the projector doesn't work or this doesn't work. And then I just remember what my purpose is. Maybe it's not as many people I thought that would be there, and it's only 3 or 4 people. And I'm still excited because I get to change those lives. So, one of the things that we talk about also is designing your life. So, this is called non-negotiables. So, what do you think that means? Exactly. So, what you want to do is get a piece of paper. You're going to call these non-negotiables. You're going to do a yearly, a quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. So, yearly, I don't know if Alexa, you could add a couple in there too, whatever you want to pick. So yearly for me is to go see my aunt in New Jersey at least once a year. That's a minute. It's a non-negotiable, means I have to book it. Got to figure it out. It's in there. Do you got anything, Alexa? You want to do? You can pick yearly,
Me,
quarterly.
it's
Yeah.
definitely a vacation.
Okay. Right. So vacation and the next end of it is going to be a vacation where, right? So we want to
Oh, yeah.
be specific what that looks like, and that's
Mhm.
part of it.
Yep.
Okay, so then quarterly, what would be a quarterly? To go to the
Quarterly,
BPM RIA meetings.
literally, and see
That's non-negotiable.
stay with my family. Yeah, quarterly visiting my family and spending time with them, like staying
Yeah.
in their house.
Yeah. And so just so you guys know, Alexa actually lives in Panama City. Mom and dad live here in Parkland, South Florida. So she's back and forth, and you guys don't even know it. She's so good. She's covert, right? So you want to build out what you want to do quarterly. And again, exactly what it sounds like. It's non-negotiable. One of my other non-negotiables is like I like going opening day for the New York Yankees. So I have to figure it out. I got to move stuff, whatever I got to do. That's in there. What about monthly? What do you got? Anything monthly that you have to do? That's non-negotiable. I have to read at least 2 books monthly, non-negotiable. Right? So do you have anything? Go ahead, put in the chat. What do you guys have?
You know,
Russell, I love that. The daughter in Hawaii, 2 weeks every year. Go ahead and put in the chat. What's a monthly non-negotiable? Some of you guys, right, might be working full time at kids. It might be date night, right? You
yeah.
guys are entrepreneurs, and I might use Alexa's dad, Ivan, and her mom. Maybe that's a non-negotiable for them. That because they're building businesses, they work together, and maybe they don't have a date night. Like it's non-negotiable, right? Okay, I like it, Raphael. I like the weekly. Hers is weekly. Absolutely.
Yeah, tell that to my fiance.
Yeah, like again, you want to build these things out. And then there might be the daily, right? Daily might be meditation. Daily might be, I
Going
don't
to
want to say
the
working out. It might be doing something physical. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm not saying work out 7 days a week. Maybe it's, you go for a walk, doing
Yes.
something physical. I know for my wife, it's daily calling her mom, whatever that looks like for you, right? So again, you want to be able to put these things down. And it's, again, the key word is what? Non-negotiable. No excuses. Literally, just because this is how you're going to start fitting your life in, right? So it's important when that happens, right?
Only
Again,
way it's
stage
gonna happen. You gotta really make it a part of your life design.
absolutely, right? And again, the 4 stages, you want to define the vision, dream without a filter. As we get older, right, all those limiting beliefs pop in. And that's why we're actually doing for you local people. I see a lot of guys that are not local. This Saturday in the afternoon session, we're going to do mindset and limiting beliefs. The stage 2 is who are you? It's not about the money. The money is just a tool. And where are you, right? Financially, spiritually, resources. And then you got to bridge the gap. You can't be too busy to do this. This is, I mean, I used to put this, oh, I'll get to this. The whole point is that's the non-negotiable. You should be doing this at least twice a year, minimum. The other things, and when it comes to personal vision, remember we talked about personal, it's money and finance, right? Business, your health and fitness, fun and recreation, your physical environment, your community, family and friends, and spirituality, right? Or growth or learning, whatever that looks like, right? So you got to work on all those in your personal vision first, so then you could build your business vision, right? So I thought I saw someone talked about they wanted to spend time in the mountains, right? That's a different vision. Where's that at? Is it 3 months out of the year? Is it having a home out there? What does that really look like? And the key is unfiltered, right? Think of it as if you have $1 billion, money's no object. We got to get you start dreaming again. So the 6 human needs, right, is certainty in our lives, uncertainty in our lives, love and connection, significance, contribution, and growth. So let's kind of roll into what these mean. Certainty, right? Need for safety, security, and predictability. We want to make sure, like, I have a roof over my head, right? I could buy food. My car works. Yeah, like that's a human need, right? We got to feel certain. A lot of guys for the W-2, and I'll use me first. I held on to a W-2 job because I needed that certain paycheck that I knew I was going to get a paycheck no matter what. Second one, variety, uncertainty, right? Need for change, excitement, and adventure. So how many guys love the uncertainty? Like I want to go travel. I'm excited about being in real estate investing. I'm excited about creating a business, right? So go ahead and put in there, like, while I'm kind of going through these, go ahead and put in a chat. What are some of the things that you guys are uncertain? Oh, new baby. I love it. It's you too, Alexa, right? Connection and love, the need for belonging, right? Intimacy, relationships. You got a bunch of stuff and no one likes you, right? And this is my own personal, again, these are my own personal views. I know Elon Musk is one of the richest men in the world, and I see, I don't know, again, this is all media, obviously, is that it seems like he doesn't have a relationship with his 13 kids in general, right? Like that's not exciting to me. Like connection and love is really, really important. So that's a human need too. Significance, the need to feel unique, important, or valued. Why do I coach? You ask. So I feel significant. I get to make a difference in our students' lives, our members' lives. Why do we do these webinars? It makes me feel good, right? So think of the things that you do to get significance, right? The other big thing I love is contribution. Need to give, serve, and help others. I always joke about it, and it's not really a joke, is I am more excited about our student deals, and we go 50-50 on the profit, so I actually make less money than my own deals. It's just a better rush to serve, to give, to be part of someone else's win. Even I know Antonio's on here, like I don't need to be in all his deals. It makes me feel better that, hey, I could help serve him with the Latin Rio. It's exciting, right? So contribution is important too. And then last but not least is growth. How many guys feel stuck? Man, it's another year. Gosh, it's already 2026. 4 years later, I'm still at the same spot. So the need for personal improvement, right? It could be your business. It could be your health. It could be your relationships and progress, right? So like that's all important when it comes to it. So everyone shares the same basic needs, right? But we each fulfill them differently. Beliefs are lens through which we view how to meet our needs, right? And I'll go back to like certainty, right? Like what I like about it is having lots, and I'll give you belief one, having lots of money equals security. That could be one for you, right? Or having close relationships equals security. It can be either. It depends on how you look at it. It depends on your belief system. So when you guys come to Saturday's afternoon event, we're gonna get rid of those limiting beliefs in less than an hour, and we're gonna create a new identity for you. People are always asking me, like, I know Alexa was saying the same thing, like, man, how come we're not doing all real estate stuff? Is I could teach you how to flip houses, I could show you the numbers, and if you don't believe you deserve it, you're not going to do any deals, right? So that's why it's important for us. Significance, achievements at work make me valuable. I just finished this project at work. I just finished this rehab. It makes a big difference. And then attention and social status make me feel important, being recognized. All right, so those things might add to your significance. You're going to figure out your own what the belief is. So it's going to take a little time working on that. So who are you, right? The time wasters. What do you hate doing? Go ahead, put it in the chat. I'm kind of interested. What do you hate doing? Alexa, you can put it in the chat, or you can just say what you hate doing. Don't say working for me. Phone
Oh,
calls. Okay. Got it. Wasting time. Doing nothing, right? Okay. Procrastinating. Okay.
I hate chasing people.
Be done with your betting deal leads from dumb people. So here's the second part of it, right? If you hate doing it, what should you stop doing? So I'll pick on Beetle. Like you need to have someone else vet those deals first, or you probably need some sort of system. She looks at big commercial deals. Beetle has been a family friend for gosh, a gazillion years. And it might be a clarifier or quality. Hey, we need all these things. We do this on our partnership at BPM RIA on our portal. If you don't have everything in there, we just send it back. We're not even gonna look at it. If you can't take the time to do it, that's it, right? And then you got to figure out what's not your job. So for me, I can't even tell you. Yeah, I know Alexa gets in this too. I get this. Let me just fix it. I know I can fix this quick. And it's not your job, right? Maybe that's one of our VA jobs, that's one of our employee jobs, and it's hard to give that up. I'm gonna be come clean as usual. Is I'm a control freak, and I've gotten better. And then the other thing is, what are your distractions, right? So a lot of times the new shiny object, oh, I want to do this. No, I want to do this. Oh, that looks cool. I want to buy businesses. No, I want to wholesale. No, I'm going to do tax deeds, right? Or I'm just going to do research. So those are all time wasters, right? So one of the things that we use, a time activity audit on your finances. A lot of people always ask me finances. You could upload all your stuff to Credit Karma, Northwest Mutual. There's a bunch out there from Mint, Empower. So these are companies where you could upload your finances. So if finances is a challenge for you, you can upload it and you can literally see within a minute where you are. Got 8 credit cards. Oh, I didn't know they charged this. I didn't know it was on that stream service. So you could look in one spot, right? So I think that's always important that you could get a control of your finances because if you don't control your finances, then you don't know where you're heading. You're always saying, oh, I feel good, but I'm not sure. And so one of the things, exercises I like doing, and again, you could just do this on a simple spreadsheet, is a time block. For 2 weeks, I want you to write down what you've been doing. Okay, from 7 a.m. to 8:30, I've been scrolling Facebook, right? 8:30, like whatever that looks like, because you're going to realize that you have enough time, right? So like that's really important because we all have the same time of the day. So once I did this exercise, I saw where I wasn't efficient. And once you really see what this does, you're going to be like, oh, I have all this time in the world, right? So I'm going to even kind of go into like my personal business plan a little bit. And I'll give you an idea is, okay, I'm going to become president of National REIA. Everyone's like, how are you going to do that? I'm a lead mentor, obviously, for BPM REIA, the REIA end of it. I actually invest in real estate. So I do that. I'm one of the founders of Next Million Mastermind. Oh, by the way, I'm in a mastermind that I have to travel, was it 3 or 4 times a year? Phoenix, St. Louis, Texas. I fly out to California because I'm also Marshall Silver's Turning Point licensee. So I've been flying out to Vegas, California, all the way through. I'm also a board of director of NSOCI. It's an organization, Carl Fisher from Camo Plan. I'm part of that group too. And oh yeah, I'm also a son, a husband, and I do like sports and I like doing my own stuff and have fun. So the old me, before I did the time block or systems or people, I try to do everything. And now I've changed everything out there because I know how I could do it. I'm unbelievably efficient, right? So even our meetings, like we have goals of what we're going to do. 10 minutes, 15. I'm not a diehard meeting person. Alexa knows. We don't have to meet every day. We don't have to do this. Hey, what's the purpose of this meeting? Here's the 4 or 5 bullet points. We have those addressed before we even have the meeting. Have I fallen back sometimes? She'll tell you, yeah, I wasn't prepared. So that meeting that took, 90 minutes really could have been 15 minutes. Actionable plans, all the above. So once you start learning this, it's going to make a big difference in your life. So again, it's really important. And then I'll leave you with this. This is one of my favorites, is a life wheel. I think Tony E. Robbins actually teaches this too. So if you haven't seen a life wheel, These are all the buckets out there, right? So community, family and friends, partner and love, growth and learning, spirituality, money and finance, career and work, health, fitness, fun, recreation, environment. So 10 being the best, you're going to have to, again, you're the only one looking at this. 1 out of 10, where are you on each? And when I first did this exercise, I was 2 and 3 on everything. That's not good. Trust me, 10 being the best. And I'm going to do a quick little exercise with actually Alexa on this 10 for, I always pick fun and recreation, but do you want to pick, are you good with
My
that one?
first category. You
Okay,
always
so
know
we're,
it's,
we're
I need help on this one.
so I want you guys to take out a pen. Let's do fun and recreation. You're at home doing it safe. So put a number down and you can put it in chat and you can send it to me privately too. It doesn't matter if you don't want to share it. 1 out of 10, 10 being the best. What number are you? So Alexa, what number would you say you're at fun and recreation?
Well, I did buy World Cup tickets, so I would bump myself up to a 7.
Okay, got it. Right? Okay, some of you guys I see 3.5, 7. Okay. That's the first number. Again, you're going to do this with everything, right? I see a 2. Okay, and I love the honesty all the way through. Okay, so now it's your world. What would a 10 look like? So if I did this same thing a week later, a month later, and without a doubt, you don't even hesitate. You're like 10. Before I could even say anything like 10, Manish, what would that be? Like what, tell me and give me a specific example.
For me,
Yeah.
the
And so
slight block, slight block right now, being pregnant. But if to get to a 10, it would be taking the jet ski out on a weekly basis.
got it. Okay, got it. Right.
I
So
can't
again, you
right
guys
now.
at home, pick one of the things that you would pick as a 10. Again, I'm gonna hit you up back in a month and say, man, it's a 10. So now the question becomes, Alexa, right? It's weekly, what, like an hour, two
Call
hours?
me back. It honestly, anything like
Okay, but no,
any
it's gotta be
um
specific. It's gotta be
okay,
specific.
so at least an hour. At
An
least an
hour, weekly,
hour.
right? So 1 hour every 7 days, right? I got that.
Yep.
So you guys are all following this. So here's the question. Why haven't you done it? Is it time or money or both? I know you own the jet ski, so if you,
Well, now that I'm pregnant, I'm not allowed.
well, fair
Not
enough.
allowed. But before,
Okay.
it's, oh, it's a little too windy. Oh, we got to do this. Oh, that. Like it's always
Yep.
something that comes
It's
up.
always something, right?
Yeah.
So imagine that was one of her non-negotiables.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying is like she literally said 1 hour. Here's the best part, isn't it? In your backyard, like you're on the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
we have
like,
access to a dock
yeah.
because the
So like,
airport's on a Navy
so
base. So
so get this. This is even better, right? She has access to a dock. Like it's literally right there.
yeah.
Like you could, if you said, let's pretend you're not pregnant. Let's say you wanted to go on a jet ski. How long? From right now, you're in your house in Panama City. How how much time would it take for you to get on that jet ski running from your house? So hey, let's go. 10 minutes?
20 minutes
20
to
minutes.
hook it up
Got
to
it.
the
Yeah.
truck and get it over there. Yeah.
Yeah. 20 minutes. And then it's done. So really 1 hour and 40 minutes. How many of you guys think for 1 hour and 40 minutes, or let's just use 2 hours. Let's do
Mhm.
2. 2 hours a week, and it's a 10 for fun and recreation.
Yeah.
That would make a big difference, right? The reason we always say time and money, right? Because sometimes it could be, I know some of you guys talk about date night. Why have you done it? It's not the cost, it's the time. Or I had a friend of mine actually in one of my masterminds. He goes, I don't have enough time to go on this. No, I'm sorry. They wanted to do a trip in the mountains. I forgot what it was. And they had the time, they didn't have the money. And what we did was we broke it out into like, well, where are you staying at? Oh, it's a cabin. Well, what does that cost? How many days? And it wound up, their dream trip was less than $5,000, right? Which is still a lot of money. And at the same time, they make 12 to 15,000 a month from their real estate investing. That would have been a 10. So for the 5,000 bucks, they just haven't done it. I see some guys talking about spirituality. Absolutely. Right? So it just depends. Maybe it's health and fitness. One of the things I did was I hired a yoga teacher. I was like, oh, I could afford it. Oh, and I have the time. She comes to my building. Right? So the idea of this life wheel is you want to be able to do this throughout. How many guys are loving this stuff? Give me a yeah, buddy. I want to see if you guys are loving like the life wheel.
Life feels
Okay,
good.
awesome. Yeah, it's the beginning of the year. You got to do this. Half a day, whatever it takes, no interruptions, really dial in because it's going to set up your year. You guys want to build a lot of stuff, it's going to save you a lot of money too. Without having the visions, the systems, the people, because now you could relate that to your team. So I think that's always important. So now some of you guys have been wondering, like, hey, let's go back to the real estate side. So we do have our 2-day quick start. I am going to show you some of the deals that we've done over the years. This was one of the hoarder houses with Julio. We bought this house. It had 800,000, 800 or 300,000 in liens and violations, just knocking on doors. And the hoarder, he was actually living there for 5 years like this. We went in, cleaned the house. They walked away with some cash. I was able to close because I'm using my own money. Hard money will not let you close with liens and violations generally. We were able to get I believe it was 300,000 on this one, and we got the liens down to less than 1,700 bucks. And my favorite part, again, the wholesale profit was $138,000. Julio made 50% of that with no money of his own. Right? Same thing. Now the hoarder house. Julio just loves these hoarder houses. He works full time at Hard Rock Casino, and this is on the way to the gym. That's what cracks me up. He just drives, and it's like, I think there's something going on over there. Went in there, we cleaned it up. Again, wholesaled it. This one was pretty good. 110,000. So now if you're keeping track, you made 55,000. Again, these are net profits, guys, not HDTV numbers, net profits. So 55 plus what, 65, $120,000 on the side. This was a reverse mortgage short sale. The homeowners were going to walk away. And again, we're going to teach you this when you join our coaching program. And this was a pretty good wholesale deal, $179,000 net profit. How many guys, if you do one deal a year, maybe one of these deals, it's going to change your life? Give me a yeah, buddy, so I know. Again, this house, mold, black mold, unsafe structure. Same thing. We wholesaled it. This was pretty good. $111,000. So I know some of you guys are thinking, man, it all sounds great, but can I really do it? And that's exactly what one of our students said when I'm going to play this.
Hi, everybody. My name is Antonio Lopez. My company name is Antlop Investment Properties. And before I met Anish Dave and joined the BPM RIA mentoring, I had just a basic idea of what I needed to do in real estate investing. After I joined, aside from learning pretty much everything that was required to learn about real estate investing and to become successful, one of the biggest benefits that I received was the amazing network of people that were part of the club. Everything that you can think of, everything that you need in order to be successful in real estate investing, you can find it here at the BPM RIA. So thank you so much, BPM and Anish, for everything. I really appreciate it. I owe you guys a ton. And for you guys watching this, I highly encourage you to check out BPM RIA. It's the first place you need to, where you want to start your real estate investing journey. So.
Yeah, so Antonio is actually the founder of Latin RIA. He want to talk about mission and purpose. And what I really love about this is, and hopefully you guys will be able to come to the event tonight. It is on Las Olas. And what I really like about his purpose and vision was, there isn't really anything for Spanish speaking investors. No one really, hey, it's their second language. We could do this. And sometimes it gets lost in translation. And so that all started from his mission and vision and purpose. And if you ever, and hopefully you guys will go out today or when you see him at any of our meetings, he was there Tuesday. I'm going to tell you he's going to talk your ear off because he is so excited of the opportunity to change so many lives in the Latin world. And that's why at BPM Ria, like we are happy that we have an organization that we're working together. And the answer is always yes and. So thanks, Antonio. Um, right. So here's another deal. This was one of Harry Diamond's, one of our mentor deals. Same thing, short sale, cleaned it up. I love this deal. Basically, $145,000 tax-free with your Roth IRA. So when you do the 2-day quick start, I'm going to show you how to make money and to keep it legally. So on $1,000, he made $145,000 tax-free. So that's just learning what we teach him and using Camel Plan, one of our national RIA sponsors. This is another one of his deals. 2 duplexes, same thing. $265,000 tax free on the same $1,000. So now if you're keeping track, $400,000 tax free on $1,000. How many of you guys feel that that could change your life? Give me a yeah, buddy. I want to make sure. And if it doesn't, I'm just curious what you guys do. Sign me up. Right. So this was one of our other deals with Latanya. We were going to wholesale it. The bones were really great. So we said, okay, let's rehab it. So we're not just a bunch of wholesalers. We rehab. I always tell everyone, I just like money, right? So it doesn't matter if it's wholesaling, rehabbing, creative financing, all the above. So this rehab, it took literally a month to do the rehab. It was an FHA loan, so you have to wait 91 days, and the total profit was 67,000. Our student learned firsthand how to rehab a house on my dime, working with Carl Sheely, our contractor. So for the guys that were at our meeting Tuesday, he did receive a Lifetime Achievement Award. And again, you're going to learn using my money, and I'm going to make sure you don't make any mistakes. So let me shift gears here, and I know the numbers are pretty impressive. You're saying, wow, this is amazing, and BPM Ria changes lives. This next story always gets me.
My name is Kevin Tyree. My company name is, I work with BPM Rear. Before joining BPM Rear, my previous career, I worked at the Port of Miami for 23 years, and I also was a buy and hold investor. After joining BPM Rear, I've learned how to wholesale, short sales, work with probate properties, and things of that nature. Join BPM. Thanks, Anish.
Yeah, so the answer with us at BPM Re, it doesn't matter if you're a buy and hold person, doesn't matter if you're a wholesaler, rehabber. The idea is to be able to find deals. And that's what my job is to show you how to find deals. We've been making so much money on off-market deals. This is another rehab that we did in Hollywood. This was pretty good too. $167,000 net profit from the beginning to the end. So Latanya made 80 something thousand dollars on this deal. So pretty good deal. And she learned firsthand how to do a rehab on my time, right? So this was another partner deal that they were going to walk away from the house. And this is actually Violet's deal. And that was another $170,000. Again, these are deals in your market, our market down here in South Florida. This is another deal that Julio found while he was driving. He saw the people cleaning out the house. So we always tell our students, if you see something funky going on, stop the car and go say hi. Let them know you're a real estate investor. And it was a probate deal. Before it went to probate, we were going to rehab it. And then someone offered us some good money, $122,000. This one was a house that they thought it was going to be a tear down. Yes, whatever you think that looks like inside, it is. The family, it went through a trust, all the above. We took care of the problem. We didn't even fix this, another wholesale deal, $235,000. Again, imagine doing one deal and you're good, right? This is a black mold. If you looked on the outside, you didn't think it was that bad. This is probably the worst mold house that we've ever been into. Again, we just wholesale that 55 and over neighborhood, $61,000 profit, right? So you guys are starting to see that these are deals in our backyard, not HGTV numbers. This was the deal that Marcella just did, probate. out of state, out of country, came back. We teach you how to build relationships. This one was pretty good too. The deal profit was $102,000. She got a check for $51,000. And now I'm going to play we do have our 2-day quick start coming up. How many guys are saying, I want to be in real estate? Give me a yeah, buddy. I need to change my life, right? And put it in the, yep, put it in the chat. And I'm going to play a quick video of one of our attendees that did our quick start that's coming up.
Hi, my name's Nicole Bergatti. I'm with Bergatti Properties, and I'm currently a full-time employee of CBRE. I'm events and meeting coordinator. And prior to starting the 2-day quick start course, I've always wanted to do real estate. I've always been interested in flipping homes and all that good stuff. And I knew Anish, and I knew that this is what he did. And he's so smart, and he knows real estate so well. And so I went ahead and just took the course, and I am so glad I did, because a couple months later, we ended up closing a deal that was worth $42,000. And that's great money. And now I have a few more deals in the pipeline, and I'm super excited about my investing future. And that wouldn't have been possible without Anish and his team. And I 100% recommend that you take this course, get started, and do it.
Absolutely. And Nicole has been, pretty amazing. Again, no real estate experience. First deal was $42,000 net profit in the Tampa area. So that was pretty impressive. And so, BPM RIA, the advantage is we put up 100% of the money for the deals. How many guys love that I put up all the money? Put in the chat. And if you don't, then I won't put up the money for your deal. I'm kidding, guys. And what we do is we profit share here. We go 50-50 on the profits, guys. I'm taking all the risks. I put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to get rid of that analysis paralysis. How many guys have trouble? I don't know what to do. I don't know how to evaluate. When you work one-on-one with your mentor, we're going to take care of that for you. And then you have direct access to your mentors. So we only take 6 students per month. That's it. Why? Because you have unlimited access to your mentors. Again, the mentors were former students. They're still doing deals. My business model is a little bit different than most other companies out there. I take less students and get you to perform. I'm local. We're willing to go out to the houses with you. We'll put up money for inspections and appraisals. The great thing in our organization is that really Alexa's the only salaried person. We're all 100% performance based. We do our 2 programs. Again, I know you guys are interested. Book a discovery call. We have 2 programs. We have our wholesale and our elite program. We do have a financing partner where you can finance your deals. And then more importantly, we have our 2-day quick start that's coming up January 24th and 25th. I am going to show you how to find off-market deals, creative financing, self-directed IRAs, how to evaluate properties, double closings and assignments of contracts. I mean, there's a ton of stuff, and we have 4 experts. And the best part is we also even give a money back guarantee. I am going to add some bonuses. This is for only the people that sign up today. So, bonus number 1, right? I'm going to give you a ticket to Marshall's Turning Point. Some of you guys have been to it, some of you guys have not. I'm going to tell you it's going to change your life. So we're going to have Marshall coming back down. We're hoping in March. We're just still finalizing the dates. But I'm giving you those 2 tickets. It's valued almost $6,000. Transactional funding. I'm going to put up the deal for you, and we're going to close it. I'm going to also find cash buyers for you, meaning we have a 10,000 plus cash buyers list. That's another 40,000. And the power team alone is probably worth more than $25,000. It is $80,000 in value, right? And one of the things is I put my money where my mouth is. We do 100% money back guarantee. So after the first day, you say, hey, Nish, this isn't for me. It's not what you promised. And you've been on it the full day, 100% will give you your money back. So I'm taking away all the risk, guys. So it's important for you guys to be out there and changing your life, right? We talked about vision. You guys have talked about it. Our member pricing is $695. Non-member pricing is $895, guys. So some of you guys are saying, look, just sign me up for the mentoring. You know, I want to talk to you want to talk to me, ask me all those tough questions and you get started. Some of you guys are saying, let me do the quick start. Let me check you out. Let me see, you know, if this is what I want. We're the great partners on it. If you check out our Google reviews, obviously you've been coming to some of the BPM meetings, the webinars. And if I didn't do what I said I would, I doubt I'd be president of National RIA. They know what they're doing. They do background checks, all the above on me. So go ahead and take out your phone. Go ahead and book your seat for the quick start. You don't want another year go by where you don't do anything too. So I know someone won something. Someone got paid to hang out today, right?
Yeah.
So if you are actually already a member, we're just going to extend your membership for another year. So who's the lucky person that's getting paid to hear us talk?
Getting paid, getting member advantages, member pricing on the 2-day quick start, whatever they want, they can take full advantage of the membership. And our winner is Antoine. Tony, congratulations.
Okay.
Congrats, Tony. We'll get in touch with you, get you your member login so that you can start getting in there, get member pricing, discounts, data portal, all the things. So, congratulations. And don't worry, everyone, we did record today's session. It will be posted to our YouTube channel within 24 hours. Please
Yep.
subscribe. Please share this with somebody who needs it. If you love your community and your friends, you'll share this webinar with them, because this is something that is very, very important. Take an internal um, um, checklist of like what's going on inside and really get this year started on the right foot.
Yep. And this Saturday, remember, guys, if you want to come in person, I'm doing in the morning. I got a double session in the morning, 20 ways to invest in real estate. In the afternoon session with Michael, one of the mentors, we're going to talk about mindset and limiting beliefs. So if you want to spend a full day, and it's very, very expensive. It's free, guys. So the key is you guys gotta register. We do only what we do ask is if you register, please show up. And if you can't make it, let us know. These are small classrooms style, and you'll have full access to us all day. And again, we're doing this for free. So when I talked about, your vision, I can't do any more than offer it for free. And again, it's just your time. So this has to be the year for you guys in 2026, wherever you're at for success, money, happiness, all the above. So thank you guys very much for today's webinar. Go Miami Hurricanes. I know when we win tonight, I'm gonna be extra happy Saturday, so watch out. And I hope to see you guys soon.
Absolutely. Everyone look out for my thank you email. It's coming from me, Alexa at bpmreaa.com. I'll be reaching out to every single one of you just to follow up and make sure you have all of the resources and links for this Saturday. So have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on Saturday.
All right, see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.